First is you have to be able to receive the information. Receive that there is danger coming, right? Another question. How do you currently receive weather warnings? Is it with a weather radio? Do you use a cell phone app? Do you use the internet websites of some kind? Do you look at the guy on TV? Yeah. Or some other way? Well, I'd like to know what is the other way. Who said other? I'm just curious. What is the other way? Okay. Okay. All right, so a lot of people are using apps, not as many with the weather radio. I do this presentation quite a lot. People say weather radio, especially in industrial applications. And weather radio is great. It's good to have something. The challenge is that I've done weather radio programming when I was in Birmingham. March, April, May. Every Friday we'd sit outside of a drugstore, line out the door with people. My weather radio goes off all the time. It makes sounds. I can't control it. Can you program it for me? So you have to program it. And most people don't realize that you have to test it. They just assume that they take it out of the box and it starts working and it's going to be fine. The second thing, once you receive the warning, is understand what's the threat. And unfortunately, there's some terminology that can trip people up, which we'll get to in just a minute. Then you have to believe the warning. You have to get some validation. If I were to tell you right now there's a tornado warning right here at Southern Company building, most of us would do what? Look out the window. Can I see it? Do I see it? Maybe somebody called me and told me it was happening, or maybe I got on social media and I saw it was on Twitter, it was trending, or it was on Instagram or something, okay? Or maybe I watched the guy on TV again, who might be telling me something is going on. Even once I believe, in a sense, I still need to personalize the information. I still need to say to myself, well, how bad could this really be? If we had the time, we could go around this room and everyone could tell me a war story about a storm that they remember, they'll never forget, that left a mark. So when you hear that a new storm is coming, the natural reaction is to say, oh, well, I've been through something like that, so I think I can survive. Challenge is, the next storm is not like the last storm. So you can't use that rationalization. It's not until we go through all those steps that we take some kind of response, and we got this paradigm from our friends at FEMA. The problem is that these middle steps waste time. And the question is, well, why are there middle steps? Why can't we just get information, take action? Because there's a lack of specificity with the weather warning system. So here's the next question. If you heard there was a warning for the county you live in, what county do you live in? Fulton. If you heard there was a warning for Fulton County, should you assume that it is for the entire county? True or false? A or B. So it's A, true, it is for the entire county. B is false. Only for it's not for the entire county. Splitsville?
Somebody's undecided.
I love the live polling, that's cool. All right, so some people say true. All right, well, important fact, it is false. Prior to 2007, when the National Weather Service issued warnings, they would do this. They'd say, here come a line of storms. All the highlighted white counties are under a warning. All right, so that's 8 counties, 1 million people being warned. After 2007, they leveraged some new technology and said, you know what, only the core part of the storm is really dangerous, so let's focus on that. Let's put a warning that we're going to call a storm-based warning, that we're going to project where the storm is going to go. And they drew these polygons. Now, you probably never heard the word polygon since 9th grade geometry, right? Okay, polygon, really? Okay. But that's what they call it. The problem is, while that technology is great and a great advance, the weather radios, the free smartphone app, you say you rely on, weather.com, AccuWeather, all these other places are still telling you the information based on counties. So you're still trying to figure out, well, where is it? Where is it? TikTok, you're wasting time. Here comes a tornado warning just before Thanksgiving. I happened to be at a manufacturing conference in Cobb County. Was driving home. My weather.com email came in saying, warning for Fulton County. Right? Now, I knew it wasn't where I was going to be going. I'm headed up toward Roswell. But the problem is that when the Weather Service draws this, the weather radios, the free cell phone apps in 3 counties go off. Fulton, Coweta, and Fayette in this example. Okay? So everybody in those counties thinks, hey, there's a tornado, we should be worried. It's only the people that are inside that warning that need to be worried. And yes, you can read the fine print. Northern Fayette, North Central Coweta, South Central Fulton. Now I got to be a geography major. I got to figure out where that out. Okay? Thank you, Weather Service. That's awesome. All right, so here is the damage that that tornado did, and imagine being at the airport and seeing that.